Hey guys, what's up? Another vinyl video here. So in the last video I did, I was in the middle of giving one of my homies that I know here in my hometown a shout out because he follows me on TikTok here and he's been a good supporter of what I do over the years, and I want to help promote his stuff too. So his name's Kurt, and he's played in local bands Elevator 22, Died in the Wool, That Boy Ain't Right, and his newest current project is called Cryophilic, and I believe they're signed to Canadian underground death metal label CDN Records. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I think when I was checking out stuff to do with the bio for the project, they were signed to CDN Records. So if they don't have an actual album out now, they will soon, most likely. So yeah, he's on TikTok here, so go check him out. His page is Cryophilic or Cryophilic Death Metal, either one. So go there and show him some support, and yeah. So anyways, I had to do that to give him support. Hey Kurt, I know he follows me here on TikTok, which is cool, and I know he's gonna see this, and so I hope he sees the shout out that I gave him. We actually shared a rehearsal space, his band and my band back in the day. When I when the guitarist and I fired our original drummer that we had for being a bonehead, and we replaced him with their drummer. So we shared the same drummer in both bands. Um, we never we rehearsed so much that we were ready to do shows, but the other guitarist that I was working with, uh, some stuff happened with my health, and I couldn't continue rehearsing for a while, and so that band ended up folding. And the material that we created together, I actually released as my debut album under my own name, Empire of Frost. That's what our band was called. And I just used all the songs because I wrote them all and all the lyrics anyway. The other guitarist just contributed like harmonies to the guitar arrangements that I made, but it was all music that I had created. So I didn't feel bad at all when he no longer wanted to be part of the project about just like doing it myself, because I mean, we put in all that time writing those tunes. I wasn't just gonna have them go poof into like thin air and not have anything come from it. I wanted them to be appreciated. So anyways, moving on with the vinyl. Anyways, Kurt, love you, dude, and keep doing what you do. So the next album in the discography here is Cannibal Corpse's Gore Obsessed. And it came with a nicer insert than with the other previous albums. This is actually the censored artwork version of the album. And it came with a full-size poster of both variants of the album covers. So here's the uncensored version first. And then the censored version on the other side. These are really annoying to fold back into place afterwards. Fuck. Get it? Oh, fuck you. I'll figure that out later. Moving on. Don't have the time to figure out the precise folding configuration at the moment. So the next album, and probably the most brutal artwork in the Cannibal Corpse discography, with the other two most brutal entries being Butchered at Birth and Tomb of the Mutilated, we have 2004's The Wretched Spawn. And it came with a bonus poster of the artwork of, I believe, the censored and uncensored version. So here's the insert, the lyrics and album credits, and then a shot of the band. This is guitarist and founding member Jack Owen's final album with the band. He left, and Rob Barrett from Malevolent Creation came back and has been with Cannibal Corpse ever since. But he came back after this album and replaced Jack in the band. To be honest, when that happened, I found like the quality of the music went downhill. All the Cannibal Corpse albums that they did with Pat O'Brien and Rob Barrett, in my opinion, were not as good. Like, it was still good music and still worth buying, don't get me wrong. It's just that they weren't on par with the previous, like, Owen era of the band. And that dude is a smoking guitarist, so his guitar lead work and his riffs are just amazing. So, I mean, it's understandable. You can't just replace a core member of the band that is that amazing and not have the writing quality change. And unfortunately, Pat O'Brien is not as good a guitarist as Jack Owen or Eric Rutan. Eric Rutan has taken Pat O'Brien's position as guitarist in Cannibal Corpse because he got busted for being all high on like some crazy drugs or something, and he got convicted and like couldn't travel around because of travel restrictions due to having a criminal record now. I believe that's why anyway. And he had to like part with the band. Time will tell if he comes back. Honestly, I don't think he should, because I think the music on the album they made, the first with Eric Rutan, sounds much better than the Pat O'Brien stuff. I mean, Gallery of Suicide, like I said, the stuff with Pat O'Brien where Jack Owen is still in the band sounds good. But I think that's mostly due to Jack Owen because of how amazing a guitarist he was. But anyways, I've said my piece. I think Eric Rutan is a better fit for Cannibal Corpse. I think he has much better experience having his own recording studio, and he has an ear for better tone for what sounds good. I think he's a better guitarist, you know, like just refer to his own band, Hate Eternal, and he was also part of Morbid Angel on two of their like strongest albums in their catalog, and I think a lot of that has to do with him being on the album and helping to contribute with doing the songs. But anyways, I said my piece. Yay, Eric Rutan, not so much for Pat O'Brien. Sorry, dude. So the next album up is Kill, and this configuration is with Pat O'Brien and Rob Barrett on guitar. And it stayed that way right up until Eric Rutan replaced Pat for their tour that they had to go on with Slayer. And then he was just asked to stay with the band after that because he and Alex Webster, the bassist of the band, are good friends. So here's the insert artwork, and it's just plain black vinyl. The poster is just like the cover art. Actually, I think I have time to show it. And then that'll be it for this video. So, trying to get it so I can show it to you before the video cuts off. I only get 10 minutes at the moment for my TikTok videos. So there's the one side, and here's the other. Thanks for watching, dudes. Cheers.